Has there ever been a moment that made you question whether or not God was real?
Yes, I have actually. So in high school, I used to go on a lot of Christian retreats, like 7-day week retreats, no phones and stuff. And there would be days I would just sit under the stars and just like really question my belief and just really ask like that question of like if he's really real. And he has never not shown me that he was real. He's always given me signs, always spoken to me when I needed him the most. So yeah.
Of course. I think we all get that type of question in our head, but not every thought is our own, so we have to hold thoughts captive. But yes, I definitely have had that question, and I know he's real though, because of the things that he does in my life and other people's life.
I feel like there's been like, I'll say like micro moments and like, you just gotta be like, God, like, why? But I feel like I've been grateful enough to not have like a major moment where I've had like a crack in my faith. But I think I've definitely had those micro moments where I've definitely wondered why things were the way they are.
Yeah, it has been a time. I think when I lost somebody really close, like I was like just like in a really like deep, grief and like the first like asking like why and all that stuff. But other than that, I think that's like been the biggest moment that I've like ever asked like why.
Really, no. There's been a time where I felt like I was pulling away and doing things of the world that weren't of God. And that was a very interesting time because it happened so fast, but it's like I tried to go too far and then God like legit stretched me back.
There's actually never been a time, I always keep this Bible verse with me right here, verse 3, 5 through 6. That just always let me know, he always with me every time. So I never really question.
Yes, a time I was certain God was real. This summer, actually, I was like, it was June and I didn't have any housing. And it was like, dang, I don't know, am I going to get housing? All my friends had housing, I didn't have housing. And I ended up getting a call from one of my ROTC friends, one of my closest friends on campus. And he told me, look, go on E-Res right now, check. And I had an apartment as a sophomore. So, yeah, I just knew God was real since that day. Like, I had been praying and hoping, and God came through with something I could have never even dreamed of to have.